We're going to get kicked off like we always do with the 4x100m relay. There are the collegiate and meet records set last year by the University of Texas. Tennessee has the best time in the country this year. 3 semifinal hits, and there is Ole Miss's part of their team. There is their lineup, 3 seniors and a sophomore. We already have a scratch. Georgia has scratched out of lane 8.
And there's Mackenzie Long. We're going to see her. She's going to have a busy day. 100, she'll run the relay here, 100 and 200. And there you get a chance to see the hometown favorite, Oregon Ducks. Lily Jones will lead off, and they'll go to Jaden Mays, who will also see her same schedule as Mackenzie Long, the 100 and the 200. She's the Pac-12 champion in both of those events coming in here. And believe it or not, Oregon was the only Pac-12 team that qualified in the 4x100m relay. And that is just kind of heartbreaking. There's some fast squads in the Pac-12.
So like all lane races here at the semifinals, the first 2 finishers across the line are automatic qualifiers to Saturday's final, and then the next 3 fastest times over the 3 semifinal heats will also advance. So a premium on finishing first or second in these opening races. Oregon in 5, Ole Miss in 6. Pretty even on this first leg. Good exchange for both Ole Miss and Oregon.
Well, there you see the 2 stars. That's Mackenzie Long for Ole Miss and Jaden Mays for Oregon. Mackenzie Long, it looks like she got the better of her on the second leg for the Ole Miss running Rebs.
Ole Miss passing the baton first, a little bit gap there, but Oregon is still hanging in there. Ole Miss out in front. A clean pass here wraps it up for them, and they did so. Ole Miss followed by Oregon. That's 1 and 2 right now. But Texas Tech making a run at that second spot, and they get it. Ole Miss followed by Texas Tech. Those are your automatic qualifiers. And then Oregon third, who will have to rely on a time qualifier, which means they got to sweat it out over the next 2 semifinal heats.
That's the fastest time we've seen a college team run this year. That's way better than their season best of 42:47. And a school record, an Ole Miss school record. What a start for Mackenzie Long and the running Rebs. There you see Ole Miss right in the middle of the screen, Oregon on the right. Oregon had a good start there. They went with Lily Jones. She was 5th in the Pac-10 in the 100 meters. And there you see Mackenzie Long get the baton with Jaden Mays not far behind, but outstanding baton passes for the Ole Miss running Rebs, and they were absolutely in the clear. Total domination. They can't run the relay much better than this. And there you see the lineup. Keep an eye on Texas there in the outside, 43:37.
Good start for Jayla Jamison of South Carolina in lane 6. And she ran up on her outgoing runner. Got to keep that baton moving.
That's Texas going well on the outside. The second leg, that's Kavona Davis from last year's relay squad.
Actually, Texas A&M also in the mix here. But so far it's South Carolina, but third legs for Arkansas and A&M, making it tighter. Looks like Arkansas passing first, and Amber Anning, she will be tough to catch. Arkansas and South Carolina, just like we thought it would be, but in the reverse order. South Carolina having a little bit of trouble with the baton passes, and that looks like a school record for Arkansas. 42:66 and 42:97 for South Carolina. So Arkansas a little bit overachieving and South Carolina underachieving, but they both got through with automatic qualifiers.
Well, Arkansas had outstanding passes, especially on number 2 and number 3. Right here you see Ariane Litton. She's qualified in the 100 meters. She's going to be passing to Rosie Effiong, so who we will see in the open 400 meters. Good pass there, Rosie. No slowdowns or anything. And then that South Carolina just inside, Centuria James, giving Rosie everything she can. And at this point, South Carolina is ahead. And Kaylin Brown had to look back just briefly, but once she got the baton, look at how she begins to separate just a little bit. And an outstanding pass, got it early in the zone to Amber Anning. And Amber Anning with that deceptive stride, she just brings it home for the ladies Razorbacks. Nobody even close, and that is
Baylor's third runner, Alexis Brown, also contesting the long jump today. So this is a nice little warm-up for her. So LSU in 5, the Baylor Bears in the all green in 6, and LSU already out quickly with Brianna Liston on the leadoff. Not a great pass for the Tigers, though.
But a safe one, and Thelma Davies is on her way, and look at her go down the back straight, making up the stagger on 2 lanes outside of her, Ohio State.
Much better pass the second time around. Baylor trying to run themselves back into it. That is your long jumper who has to contest that event later, Alexis Brown. LSU clear of the field, and Baylor second. But Ohio State chasing, as is TCU. It's going to be close for second. LSU wins it. Baylor holds on for second. Very close for third between Ohio State and TCU. It's all going to come down to those running times as to who will advance. The bubble was 43-26, but there were some good teams that were on that bubble, and this will determine who advances to Saturday.
Well, let's take a look around the track here with LSU. This is Brianna Liston. We're going to see her also in the 100 meters and the 200 meters. It looked like she ran out of gas a little bit late in the season at the SEC championships, and I believe she got some good rest coming into these championships. And here is the senior and that experience we talked about in Thelma Davies. We'll see her in the 100 and 200. Nice pass there by Leah Phillips. Here she is in the relay. Runs a nice turn, a lot of experience there. Run a lot of 200s in her career at LSU. And then Tima God Bless all by herself all the way to the line. We'll also see her in the 100 and 200. Mission accomplished for the Lady Tigers here in the final heat of the 4x100 meters.
All right, so let's see who did get through on time. It was Texas, Oregon, and Clemson. They are the lucky time qualifiers into Saturday's final. But Ole Miss, LSU, Arkansas, that is going to be a great showdown on Saturday.